Hello everyone and welcome back to the Team Fortress TV, the first ever Team Fortress TV 8-team invitational tournament, sponsored by ZOWIE. Big ups to ZOWIE for doing this for us. We are going to bring you a Titan matchup right now. We have it versus Mixup, the matchup you all want to see, the one I want to see, the one I know my co-caster wants to see, that's DJC. And we should give our cameraman some love because we haven't at all. That is Dash. Thank you, Dash, for being on the cameraman, doing the fine camera work. But like we said, we have an excellent match for you right now. We are down. This is an 8-team invitational, so we are down to our 5 teams now. We had Show Me the Monet, Sure Shot's team, or Where's Sure Shot, and I believe We Love Anime. They have all been knocked out, DJC. So we have 5 teams left in this tournament.
Yes, sir. And I know people in chat, there's a lot of you who really want to see Rent at Home versus 6 Cuties casted. I think that there would be more people rioting if we didn't cast IT versus Mixup than if we didn't cast Rent at Home 6 Cuties, and that's pretty much what it boils down to. There will be Source TV demos released afterwards. Once the tournament is complete, Lang is going to be on that. You will be able to see that action later. We'll give you updates on the score. Hopefully, we'll be able to show you at least some of the match, depending on how and when this match finishes. We'll do our best to cover that for you. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, so, I mean, you guys should all know the rosters for both of these teams at this point, but if you don't, we haven't actually seen it yet in this tournament, so I'm going to run down the it roster real quick. And, you know, it's the best of the best on both sides. Over on the Scouts for it, we have Banny, the legend himself. He is playing Scout this season along with his Scout buddy Shrugger. On Soldier, we have RR as the Roamer, Lansky as the Pocket. Zalox is filling in on demo, and he's been doing just a fine job. And Indust is the medic, taking over this season for Shade. On Mix-Up, we just watched them, but we'll go through them again. We have Hardblue on medic, Platinum on Demo Man, a Seagull on Roamer, TLR on the Pocket, and then you have Squitter and Enigma over on Scout. And we are on Gullywash, ladies and gentlemen. And the winner of this will go on into the upper bracket finals, correct? And the loser goes down into the lower bracket. So a big match we have here. Titan teams on both sides. The first and second seed in ESEA. And like we've been saying all along, the probable LAN final matchup, as these two teams have run away with Invite, Mix-Up losing their only matches in Season 15 to it. And that was on Coal Plant and Metalworks. So these teams really haven't met on one of the more staple TF2 maps. Gullywash certainly a map that's been played more times than either Metalworks or Coal Plant has. So a little bit chance for revenge here for Mix-Up to show it before they head into LAN that they're not just pushovers, that they actually it needs to worry about them.
Yeah, all of those things. Excuse me, I was shoving Chinese food into my mouth during that entire time.
Who isn't?
Because I'm starving, man, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like dinner time here. I had to get that in. But we are going to see probably a good match here. I don't know, like, it really... I watched the tail end of the Metalworks match these guys played a few weeks ago. That was, I believe, Seagull's last game as demo. I believe it ended 5-4 in overtime.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a very good match. I personally haven't seen them play since then. Maybe they have. But I'm really interested to see if Seagull on Roamer, TLR on Pocket, Platinum on Demo changes things, if IT struggle a little bit here. I'm going to say, honestly, that IT probably take this, not too easily, but I'm going to go with, say, a 5-3 or so. You're going to see the initial rollout here, the little bit of Source TV lag that always accompanies it. Banny and Shrugger playing passive on the left side so far. The bomb is going to come in from Lansky up to the top left. Platinum getting launched into the sky here. The bomb's going to come from Seagull, no support. But then the pause support does come in, and that's always a pleasure.
The pause definitely supporting us casters, because a lot of times we just really have a lot to say, and we're yearning for a pause just so that we could talk to you guys about just random stuff over and over and over again. And thankfully these teams, they're allowing us to do that right now with this pause. So we have a lot of players mid-flight, DJC. They're hanging 10 in the air. You have something?
I got the story here from Mr. Slyn. Hardblue accidentally disconnected. But he just said, why do I get phone calls at the best time?
That's a problem when you accidentally disconnect. It's something that you would think in all your years playing in TF2 and Invite and at different levels of play that you would You wouldn't make that mistake of accidentally connecting again, but you know, the mistakes have been made. They happen to the best of us, and they've happened to Hardblue. So Hardblue disconnecting as we go on live. RR is going to take down Enigma, and the frags are going for it. As a whole lot of frags going for it. As only Hardblue is left alive, and he is running for it, but he's being chased by 2 scouts. He's going to get dropped any second. He's got the needles out. Not going to be enough for the Shrugger Banny Scout combo. Serves him right for disconnecting. Maybe he disconnected after he got wiped by the 2 scouts there. We don't know. But we do know that it have won the first middle point. They have secured the middle capture. And we also know that our HUD is messed up because of that awesome pause, DJC. Probably on the phone, which is cool. So I'm going to go ahead and take the rest of this. Don't know the Ubers because the HUD is messed up a little bit, but Mixup have retained position here in their yard. They're feeling confident enough to get out here and try to dismay whatever push it have going. I believe it Indus went down, so this is why we have Mixup electing to push up a little bit here. They have switched, Mixup has, to their upper lobby, so they're sensing some sort of disadvantage. Ubers have been fixed. Thank you, HUD. HUD came back relatively early this time. So we do see that the Ubers are 10% in advantage of the blue team. And actually, Indus is on crits. So there we go. It's on Zalox right now. I'm going to take a look at Zalox. The crits are being fired. He's going to get a double kill onto Enigma and Platinum. The red Uber is going to be reciprocated. Indus with a triple onto Squid. So a nice job from the crits from the blue team, taking down 3. We have the red team caught out on an island. It's Hardblue very, very hurt right now. And 926 HP RR is going to kill him. Only 2 alive for the red team. That is a Seagull who goes down, and Tyler in the first round very, very quickly. A very chaotic and a broken round for Mixup. Goes to it.
Yeah. Well,
DSC's back.
Yeah, perfect timing on my end. Apologies to my co-caster and the people watching for my phone call. Life does not take a backseat to Tftv, unfortunately. Hardblue coming back from his accidental disconnect, and Platinum rejoining as well. So we get to see Hardblue behind on Uber by about 20% here. If IT can take advantage of it.
Right now, IT, as I gulp down my water, we are just so good at casting right now. IT do have the 10% Uber advantage. We see Mixup once again holding up top, and on this map, when you don't have the advantage, you can't really hold the choke. You can't stop the choke at a disadvantage for Uber, so you have to go up top, just buff up your guys from a safer position, in a better position to back out, still able to dish out those buffs though, try to dismay this push a little bit, as the blue soldiers are bombing him very, very early. Lance is going to take down a Seagull actually, and the blue Uber is popped. Red Uber just got up, so the red Uber is also popped, and a little bit better is the Mixup Uber, but the man advantage still in favor of IT. Down goes Indus, who got juggled out. Mixup Enigma is going to take down Manny. Well, Enigma's quite hurt now, but the rest of it now have to dig in on middle, down their star player and their medic. So a big advantage for Mixup, as they are going to be about 40% in favor of that Uber charge. Tyler with a huge air shot onto Zalox, going big, and a Seagull with a double kill. So a Seagull with a triple kill on the roamer, showing why he is such a good roamer, why the move to roamer was a good idea, and a huge turnaround in this round. Mixup going big. Hardblue, like we said, up about 30% in that Uber.
I like the initial push into 2 that IT had. They jumped Lansky and RR through. They got a ton of damage out. Then it just seemed like they wanted to re-push after, but they were really slow getting out. They got caught in that choke. And here comes the IT defense. Shrugger on the heavy, RR on the pyro. I think that's the first pyro that we'll really see today. We saw some a little bit earlier in that process match, but it didn't last very long either time. I want to see some reflects going off. I want to see some reflect kills. We're going to see Enigma walking in really aggressively here. Gets his flash to the Uber, but then Lansky drops on top of his head and drops him. RR does indeed get the reflect kill. Who just called it? DJC just called it. It's just Hardblue and Squid alive. Hardblue getting juggled, and the River's going to get taken out by the Zalox Sticky. Scout is going to rush in. Squid dead as well. So apparently I'm a prophet, Bloodsire.
The prophet DJC, ladies and gentlemen, but Mixup not going quick enough there. Had about 35% advantage, let it dwindle to around 18%, and as that last fight was going on, Indus did a good job staying alive, got his Uber up, popped it immediately, was able to assist his team defend last there. They've recapped the second point. They have Uber in their favor by about 30%, it does. Mixup is massing out this choke to try to stop it. We have a bomb coming in from RR, who's very, very hurt. Seagull's going to clean him up, and Tyler's going to take down Lansky. Shrugger gets a kill on a Seagull, but the body advantage is in the favor of Mixup. It deciding still, though, with that Uber, they don't want to be forced to pop and have a bad Uber, as they know Mixup are going to bust in to the second point, try to get something going here. The Uber is finally popped, so good job from it, kiting it just a little bit, and here come the frags now as they are all shiny and invulnerable. 2 frags go. Zaylox kills Squitter. Banny got a kill too onto Tyler and the blue team. DJC just taking over the middle point.
Yeah, nice push from IT. Hardblue is close to his Uber. They shouldn't have their forward spawns for this though, so any push will be slightly in need of reinforcements. RR is just kind of lurking around on middle, looking at the drop down. I think he's going to wait for that Hardblue push, but he gets spotted out by the nice pre-fire rocket there. TLR actually gets taken down in the meantime. Wow. That was a curious situation. Was TLR alone entirely in that drop down, or was Banny behind? Banny is behind. Okay. At last, fighting both scouts. Going to drop some shots down onto Squid. Cannot get the finish on him, though. Banny delaying pretty well there. Up to 65% for Indust. Hardblue does have his. The mix push should come very soon. But they're just waiting. Maybe they think IT has Uber right now. Maybe they're scared of RR hiding somewhere. Maybe they just really feel more comfortable defending 2 than they do pushing 2.
Yeah. Looks like they lost count of the Uber there, and they dwindled it too far. You don't want to push sub 20% advantage, because by the time you get in, it's going to be equal anyway. So Mixup thinking better of it. They back out, going to reset things on their second defense. It, by the way, or now need to get a pick, try to get some position here. And this is the classic Gullywash standoff, and we've seen this before between these 2 teams. They're at the chokes, they're spamming, trying to vie for position. It's a spam battle, and who can ever catch out a player is going to have the advantage. Both teams with the Uber. We're just stuck in that classic Mexican standoff, as Leo2Geo would be like to say.
Yeah, I remember very fondly the first LAN I ever casted. We had a Gullywash standoff that lasted for an hour and a bottle of vodka. Right now, Banny's going to shove it in all the way. Takes down Platinum pretty much uncontested. Hardblue did not pop on him. It works out pretty well because TLR walks back in the middle, takes down Lansky and Banny. Squid's getting really aggressive. Zaylox put down defensive stickies. Squid is going to try to fight off the roamer who just bombed in. Zaylox now has a high ground, though. He got some spam onto Enigma, but then Seagull comes in, drops him. Seagull and TLR are going to die, though. It's just Hardblue up. Is he out of the fight? He is stuck at middle.
Yeah, and Shrugger playing very strong right now. He's on a double kill tear, and he's smelling blood. He's going to pick up that health pack along with his scout buddy, Banny. They're going to push the combo right now. Look at these blue scouts just pushing out the red combo. They're on the demo man. Together, they take him down. Now they're on the medic, who gets assisted by a scout. So they're going to step back a little bit, just get some cap time. Banny feeling good, though. He's going to challenge them. Blue team just playing cat and mouse with Mixup as they cap the second point. Ubers are equal. So we're going to see blue team. That is it. Push up into the lobby here. Get ready to push into last.
Yeah, 2 times now I've seen Platinum die much earlier than he really should be. Maybe he's getting caught out of position, maybe he's not being supported properly, but it's led to 2 good repushes from IT. We're going to see Squid switch over to that sniper now in defense here. Indus is just now getting his Uber. Going to put my eyes on Squitter. Want to see what he does here. Squid is really coming to his own this season. Everyone knew he was a good scout, but he's having a great season. Really putting himself out there as well. He streams a lot. He's really getting a name for himself made. If you can hit a big headshot here in front of a couple thousand viewers.
That's always good. That's always something I wanted to do. I'm not sure I ever did it. So if Squitter can do it, I can live vicariously through his excellence. But Ubers are equal right now. Both teams, again, one of those maps where you vie position to try to get a pick, and Platinum does just that on RR. So Mixup actually have the ball in their court here. They can push out a little bit, do some more damage, actually, and they force the pop. That was a nice little flank there from the Red Soldier. That was a Seagull forcing the pop early. Platinum's, ooh, and Squitter gets it. Gets the kill onto Lansky. Yeah, and Hardblue actually hasn't even popped yet.
Got ran right onto the cap as all that action was happening up top. It nearly got it. Shrugger's going to walk in and kill Platinum and Seagull before getting taken down. IT have some superior position here. They're finally getting the force. Endust missed the jump, but they didn't notice. Oh, they noticed finally. Enigma managed to spray enough heavy bullets, which usually works out to about 3 because they do insane amounts of damage, and Endust went down. He tried to jump from the pipe over to that railing on the top right area to make his great escape, but he slipped a little bit, fell onto the ground, and disappeared instantly. We're going to swing this Uber advantage pretty heavily in favor of Mixup, even though Hardblue has taken some damage there from that RR bomb.
Yeah, little roamer on roamer battle in the lobby there. RR getting the better, and Tyler killed him too, so an exchange of soldiers on both teams, so both teams down a man. They're going to be spawning up just fine. And the Ubers, like you said, are in favor of Mixup, but last time we saw the Uber advantage in Mixup's hands, they were hesitant to come into middle, so let's see if he can do that a little bit better this time. Looks like it are predicting Mixup are going to do just that as they're playing on their side. They are ready to back out Indust at any moment.
Well, we have the brief downtime here. It was said in chat, but it's official. 6 Cuties won 5-1 over Rena Homies, so they will advance on to play Lost in Translation in the lower bracket. Just gonna see what happens here in this game now, though, because this determines who goes to the lower bracket final, and who goes to the upper bracket final. So, watching a Uber versus Uber stalemate at Choke on Gullywash, which is not too surprising. This map is just kind of built. There's only 2 entryways into the second point, so a team of 6 can have great eyes on both and great coverage. Demoman can lock out one door and everything else can kind of just focus the other door, really. Mixup are trying to play this, they're trying to bait the aggression. TLR is hiding up against this wall on the right side near the choke, but IT are wise to it. They're not going to push too eagerly into this. They're going to wait for their opportunity. Normally that means RR is going to get a big buff. He's going to find an entryway. Right now he's pretty hurt though on the flank, and Mixup instantly rotating their scouts to flank for heals. Could this be the push off of that damage? But no, they're just going to keep on waiting, Bloodsire.
Yeah, of course, the reason why maps stalemate like this is because at this level of play, teams want to get the most out of their Uber as they possibly can, and when you have to force your way through a choke, you're most likely going to have to pop, and that's the other team's game plan. They want you to pop early and take that Uber, which is the most dangerous weapon. You want to take that right out of your hand, so both teams just feeling each other out, vying for position. Want to make sure they get the best Uber on either side, so they're hesitant to push, and the game stalemates just a little bit, but it's a cat and mouse, it's a spam battle. You got to see which player gets caught out, which player feels a little bit good, maybe makes a play. Their teams need to find some way to crack the defense on either side.
Yeah, and really, a lot of people complain about stalemates as you see R go in here and die, try to make something happen. But really, this is what happens when you have 2 top teams. Nobody can make a mistake. You cannot afford to make a mistake. Maybe this Uber that just got popped by Seagull bombing in turns out to be a huge catastrophic mistake, as Mixup managed to back all the way up. TLR is in aggressive on the soldier. Lansky is down. TLR should get cleaned up here by the scouts. They do rush in. Endus luckily safely tucked away on the back of his middle, and Harblue pops it rather early here. Enigma actually gets dropped in the valley, and Shrugger's going to take down Platinum as well. So speaking of mistakes, Mixup overextended quite a bit there, lost their high ground positioning, and it cost them badly as Squid dies as well to Shrugger. That is a 4K. Mark down TLR, Enigma, Platinum, and Squid for the Shrugger.
Yeah, Shrugger doing a
Really
good
nice
job of, once he saw the Mixup push come down, he went underneath the point, expecting the Mixup players to fall down and try to chase out it, and as soon as he did, he got right behind them and just pumped them full of scatter pellets. Getting 4K, like you said. Uber now in favor of it, who decided to climb, so they are already in what we like to call river. Mixup, though, having a strong presence in the lobby, have actually forced it to back out and reevaluate how they want to push here. Looks like they're going to drop down. Yeah, looks like they're going to drop them up. Maybe not. They're keeping the medic up. But they need to find a way to just break in. Make sure there are no sticky traps, nobody hiding to pop this Uber, because like we said, the Uber is the tool which you need to crack the safe of Lest.
Yeah, RR is peeking in through the main right now on Sniper. He's just slowly crouch walking forward, looking for anybody to put a shot into. Finds Platinum, does not hit. Enigma's up on heavy. R is actually going to eat a ton of damage there, down to 6 HP. And IT are patient enough, they could just wait for the rest of this 16 minutes in this half for RR to get a pick here. I don't think Mixup are going to quite do that.
Yeah, I want to see RR go out a river. He does a really cool play when actually he's feeling good about it. He's going to peek. I think he's going to move the... Well... And actually, look at Harblue. Look at his medic positioning.
Oh.
He's in a nice shot from RR, but look at Harblue's position. He can absolutely not get a headshot where he is. There is no way, unless RR ran into last and had the best headshot of TF2 history, there's no way Harblue can get a headshot. But he can get spammed pretty easily there. Yeah. So,
I mean, right now, if they just got Lansky buffed and jumped him in, they're devoting their positioning is entirely to shut down RR and Sniper. They have a scout watching river, but really Lansky could probably get in for free still and hit 2 rockets on the Harblue. He's going to try and peek right now and spam, but I feel like this is a situation they could take advantage of. But look at this, Mixup going to push into river right here. Early pop. Isn't Endust even going to get forced? He tries to save the Sniper, and they move forward off of this. I feel like this is going to go very badly for IT if they aggress into this last. You see the scout goes down early, that is Banny, and then IT try to back it out, but no, Endust is down. Here comes the bomb as well from Seagull, takes down Zaylock. And the soldier's getting pincered up top. Lansky will trade, but that's not really the greatest of trades. And Shrugger, he's going to go for the back cap, I think. Is there anyone here? There is a demo coming back. Shrugger lands on his sticky, unfortunately. and Enigma takes him down. We did not see the pleasure and the excitement of a back cap. R is still on Sniper. He drops a headshot right into Enigma's face, but he's going to have to back this up because he's getting rushed.
Really high-level play from Mixup there, realizing that they had a sniper right around the corner, which meant they had more power, they had more DPS capability. They turned the corner with their Uber, took the Uber weapon, like we've been talking about, away from it, and then just backed up and said, go ahead and push in without your Uber, see what happens. We have a heavy here. Now they've capped second because of it, and they're working their way onto middle. Frags are going in their favor also as Shrugger and Banny go down. No scouts for the blue team. Lansky going to take down Tyler and even up the body count on both teams. Both teams down 2 now. But the Uber in favor of Mixup as they're going to pop through on the choke, and a Seagull gets a kill on Indus, so down goes the blue medic. Squid takes down Lansky. Zalox manages to kill the Roamer, but it's not going to matter as Red Team are going to cap the point. We have 6 seconds left on those spawns for the combo for blue, and they're not going to get forward. It's going to be close, actually. Are they going to get it? No, they're not going to get it, so they're going to spawn up on the last point, and that's going to give Mixup the positioning they need to push right into second.
RR hit a ton of headshots there, it felt like, and IT were just never able to really fully capitalize, which is why Mixup rolled through middle there. Looks like they're going to take some pretty strong aggression into 2 as well. TLR is trailing the fight, meets up with Harblue now. Shrugger is dead. Mixup just trying to cap this, but they leave Squid stranded. He dies to Banny. Here comes the big bomb from Seagull. They kind of baited out the combo from IT there by backing up. That was very nice. Seagull does get Endust, and then Banny plus forwards into the choke and goes down as well. Harblue's going to eat some initial spam here from Zalox up to top, but it's just 3 players alive with late spawns coming for IT. So this is full Uber versus nothing. Shrugger's going to go for the Pyro for the delay. Endust is up with heals, but is it really going to be enough, Blood?
Yeah, they just need to buff out well, he needs to dish out the buffs as best as he can and try the Weatherstone. We have RR on Sniper, and he's aiming. Oh, it's Banny, actually. Banny's on Sniper, and he's aiming towards that river. Don't think the Uber's going to come from river, but Uber is slowly ticking away an advantage. The red Uber is going to be popped on last. No frags as of yet, but blue, they do not have an Uber to reciprocate. Zalox takes down a Seagull, and the frags are actually going towards IT right now as 2 go down. There goes Platinum with a double kill onto Lansky and Shrugger. Banny takes him out. Tyler is going to kill Indus, so absolutely no Uber to be had for the blue team, though. The blue team have some positioning. The scouts are on the point with the medic. And we are all tied up, DJC, at 1-1. A very back and forth round, and now we're sitting tied.
Yeah, it took us quite a while to get there, about, 12, 13 minutes in that round. Pretty long one, and it looks like we actually have a pause here. No, it's just lag on my end. Thank the heavens. If we were paused again for a long duration, I might have gone a little bit insane. Take over this middle. Banny is climbing up his side, looking for that Roamer up the drop down. Banny's just going to drop on his head and dies to Seagull there. Maybe a bit of a misplay on his part. Enigma's going to hold down his shooty button and kill RR easily there as well. 2 down for each side, but Mixup took huge control of that point, Blood. What do you think the play is for Mixup here? Do they just get really aggressive right off of this without even having the Uber?
Well, I don't think so, because they know that it also are going to have the same advantage, plus they have their 6 spawning up here, so I think we're just going to stalemate once again. A good job. Oh, do we have a pop? Yeah, we have a red pop. Actually, I think that was the blue demo man. Zalox was forcing a pop. He was putting a lot of damage onto Tyler, forcing the pop. Blue Uber pop too. A nice air shot hit on Tyler. Everybody was shooting at Tyler, and he goes down. Man advantage now in favor of it. Are they going to push out DJ? Say they have the body advantage. This could be their opportunity. I think that was a yes. I think he blinked twice, which meant yes. So let's take a look. Yeah, and they're exactly doing that. DJC the Prophet blinking the show yes, and here come Team 8 taking down Enigma and a Seagull. Shrugger goes down in the process. Mixup now straggling to get out of middle, to get out of dodges. They need to stay alive and try to defend. They go down 3. Tyler and Enigma and a Seagull all dead. Uber 20% in favor of Team 8. Zalox gonna kill 1. RR gonna take down Squitter. Banny goes down, but that's okay because they are capping the point. And they're gonna get it. They're gonna have 20% Uber, like I said. DJC is back, I think. Are you back?
Yeah. My internet seems to be dropping occasionally thanks to the little bitty snowstorm we got going on here in the Midwest. But it's no big deal. We're gonna see Platinum and Seagull go down pretty quick on this entryway. Lansky's trying to chase up top, but he can't really find anything there. IT are in a good position here. Harblue's in river, kind of stuck in. Enigma's actually gonna die here. Be a bit of an unnecessary death. This Mixup now only have 3 to defend this last Blood.
Yeah, and this is the time, if you're it, to just go in and pop the Uber. All you want to do here is pop the Uber and then back out. Force him while he's down. Oh, he actually drops the Uber. He doesn't pop the Uber. He drops the Uber. Tyler's going to kill RR, but it did exactly what they wanted to do. And with that medic down, they're actually electing to come in here. A little bit risky because you got to get those frags, but that's exactly what they're doing. All frags going in favor of it. Enigma the last alive, not going to be enough. Lansky takes him out, and it takes the point.
It felt like there were about 5 different points you could have justified popping Uber there in Mixup shoes. They didn't, and it cost them pretty badly as they just lost that round. We're going to see. I'm going to watch Zalox at this middle blood. I want to see what he's doing, how much damage he can output here. He's going to start firing his stickies towards that valley side. The big door, as it's commonly called, going to hit some under the soldiers here. Gets bombed quickly by Seagull, but repels him with ease. Now focusing towards the combo. Hardblue is dead instantly thanks to RR, and Seagull down as well. So going in favor of IT really quickly here, Blood.
Yeah, Shrugger playing very well. Gets another double kill on his scout, shooting in the back. He's got 17 himself, so he's playing it very safe. In a 1v1, Enigma's going to take him out. Enigma goes down himself, though, to a Lansky rocket. RR in the backfield, taking down Platinum. And the only one left alive for Mixup is Hardblue, who was a early death, so he's an early spawn. He's going to spawn up with his teammates. We should note, Indust stayed alive, so he has an 80% Uber advantage. Blue team are going to hightail it into second. You already got Zalox up there, putting lots of stickies on the shutter and River. Here come the blue team to support him.
You got Seagull with his upper sticky, and that's going to hurt Mixup. They're down 1 player for this last defense. Enigma is going to be on NG, putting that gun on the top right. I'm going to watch the Riverside entryway. IT aren't going to come from there, though. They're going to come from the main shutter door. Platinum is dropping those loose cannons out. The gun hasn't been focused at all yet. It's level 2. We'll see how much impact it really has here. Plat's dropping some stickies and some loose cannons, but Zalox walks in and takes him down with 3 stickies of his own. Seagull's trying to jump across to the fight. Bandy's going to die on his way just to open up space for Shrugger and R to get that cap. That was very well played by IT. They got the initial push off. Didn't do a ton with it, but they found the 1 pick they needed, and then Banny got in for the distraction to enable RR and Sugar to take the point. Pretty solid play.
Yeah, Master Engineer Enigma didn't let his sentry die. Unfortunately, the sentry did not look onto the last, couldn't shoot it. So as a result, we see it take another round. I'm going to take a look at Shrugger. Shrugger has some design plays. He's actually, I think he was going for it. This is a play where he boss and bashes up to the point. Didn't do it there, but kills are being exchanged now. Zalox takes down a Seagull. Tyler takes down RR. We have the red combo pretty safe. They are on their side with the Demo Man, and they have much better positioning as they are, red team are bullying out it, who have lost 3 members. 2 down for the red team. There goes a 4th, though, for the blue team. Only Lansky and Indus left alive. They need to hightail it out. Just try to work the Uber game now. Make sure they get it up to try to defend. And I like this from Mixup. Actually, I need to send somebody back. I was going to say I like the aggression pushing out early, but they didn't leave anybody back, so that's going to stunt them a little bit as they make sure they go back and get it.
Yeah, that means IT get full spawns. They will have their Uber. They can probably set up a normal chokehold here. They're moving there at the moment. 1 scout is in. Lansky is denying him as best he can. Now has to dodge these pipes from Platinum that are coming in. Interesting that Platinum finally gave up on the loose cannon Dream. Uber's going to be forced off by Hardblue here because IT were just pressuring so hard. Looks like the Uber is going to be slightly better in favor of Mixup, but they're not going to be able to capitalize on it too much. Enigma's going to go down. Seagull's in on the medic right here. Gets 1 rocket off, but Indus will surf it away into Squid's loving arms. Drops the meat on top of Indus. He's still in behind, actually. Zalox going to drop the pipe and the sticky. Get the double combo kill on the TLR and Squid, and now he's on the hunt. Can't quite find what he wants to shoot at, though. He's going to go to choke, grab the health kit, and try to just lock this off. Hardblue did stay alive, and Indus did not, so this is going to be a sizable Uber advantage. And they will have their forward spawns coming here. So Mixup should be able to retake this mid.
Sneaky play from a Seagull there to finally pick Indust. Went to the IT lobby about a minute before that bomb. And when everybody forgot about him and had to deal with other Mixup threats, he just came right in, put a lot of damage into Indust, and Squidder was able to follow that up with a pick. So like he said, the Uber Revenge is in favor, but it's dwindling. It's in favor of Mixup by about 50%. So we have a spam battle going on at that main choke, the upper choke. But the Uber is now up for Hardblue, so expect Mixup to come right in. They're not going to let this advantage go away. The trap is there, so they have to pop early. A nice job from Team Hit, making Mixup spend that Uber to buy middle. Now they need to back up and not lose any more bodies. They lose 2. Platinum going big. Takes down RR and Lansky. Tyler did go down in the process, but that's okay, because Mixup have gained the point, and it's okay for it too, because they have maintained Uber. And the only thing now is they need to make sure they don't get caught out anymore, and this is the perfect play from Mixup coming the flank area. They are going to catch Team It off guard here, and Indus is not, he's only 10% away from it. He needs to make sure he gets it here. He's going to probably have to pop BJC to save himself.
Yeah,
no, he's going to drop.
Oh, wow. Everyone was just waiting, but Hardblue is going to go down as well, so it's not too catastrophic for Endust. Number advantage is in favor of Mixup, though. They got those picks on Zalox and Banny as well. Seagull is jumping up top, trying to get the solar pick. Going to eat a huge rocket. Nicely played from RR there to at least trade with Seagull. Probably could have gotten out entirely, though, if he just backed it off. But getting that pick does delay Mixup's aggression here. Unfortunately, with Lansky going down as well, I think Mixup can just push this into last the second their heals are there. except Banny is just going to walk out, kill TLR, gives up his life for it. Zalox is now caught off in lobby, but he is going to get a kill on a Platinum before he goes down. Is he even going to go down? Shrugger coming in, hits the double, takes down both scouts there. Nice save of their demo from Team IT there. Great support. It's just Seagull and Harblue alive, and their Uber advantage about 10% now instead of the 20 to 30 it should have been before.
Shrugger playing very strong right now. Shrugger is literally shrugging off all of the mix-up threats. Basically saved Zalox and maybe saving the round there for him as his team, spearheaded by himself, are pushing out onto the middle point. Mix-up Uber is up, so they're going to use it to stop the middle point. Doesn't look like it. Actually, they're swinging around from flank from Big Door, so here they come into crits. It's a crits, ladies and gentlemen, and he takes out Indus. It's a good crit. Platinum taking down Indus, so his crit trigger figure is working well. A nice job from Mixup using that sneaky crit play to take down the blue medic.
It's not going to matter too much though, because they then lose Squid and Platinum in the ensuing exchange. Harblue, the only one left alive, is going to be able to sword spawns. I think that would have gone a lot differently if TLR and RR had not met up in the drop down. TLR kind of landed right on top of RR and they killed each other. Mixup could have really used that extra fire in that fight to try and swing that decisively. But right now, crits is still up for Harblue. Slim advantage though at this point. Only about 60% to the 50% of Endus. Not building it as quickly as they really need to be. They can still try to capitalize off of this, but IT will know now. IT can position themselves better. If you look at RR, he's doing the classic roamer thing. He's abusing the mechanics of TF2 to stay elevated above this door by holding strafe into it. Very hard spot to check for if you're coming from Big Door. He's actually going to back off from that because the combo came choke. Going to drop a rocket towards Harblue, but doesn't get the force. Harblue down to 60 here. Scout is trying to pressure TLR at the Big Door. He's going to not actually damage him, but he is going to delay, distract a bit, and the Uber's up for Endust. He pops it in the middle. Seagull's going to go down. The chase is on. Harblue never popped this crits. Banny's going to die in choke. Here comes the crits. TLR's down, though. Gets Zalox with it. There's a soldier at choke. Lansky trying his best to hold the wall. Not going to happen. Shrugger now fighting everything at once. He's got the pistol out. He's going for it. In on the medic. Not enough. Down to 54 for Harblue. That was really, really close. R now wants to contest this. He's going rather aggressive here. Scout is just going to rush in. RR takes down Enigma. He's on to Squid. Squid down as well. RR with a huge individual effort. Harblue's going to cap. But here's RR on the hunt. Drops a rocket towards choke. Hits Harblue back. Wow, nicely played from RR.
Yeah, RR with his best Gandalf impression. And indeed they didn't because they are dead and in spawn. No scouts for the red team now. Zalox takes down a Seagull. TLR is going to take down Lansky though, but a player down for both teams. We have a deep RR in on the combo. Takes down Harblue, so RR with an excellent life there. Taking down 3 in total. Both scouts and the medic. Shrugger's going to clean up Enigma, and the bodies are in favor of it. It's Shrugger going big too with the double kill, and Banny's going to clean up Tyler too. So everything is it right now. Platinum is in deep, trying to get a play onto Indus, making him pop. Indus does not buy into that, and he is with Uber. There's a soldier up top, DJC though, and that could still trouble for the blue team if they don't realize he's there.
Seagull got scouted out pretty quickly. Banny 2-shot. Now the Uber's just going to push into last here. Harblue's holding on the point on the ground here. They're not going to get this Uber unless Harblue drops 3 Uber saws in quick succession. They do back up to this heavy and sneaky. I think was taking a ton of damage though. 4 or 5 down right after Mixup, and then 1 stray rocket from Lansky. Makes it 6. There's a minute 10 left. Theoretically enough time for IT to wipe this and make it 5-1 end game. But more likely we're going to get to go to the second half to see the conclusion of this match, Bloodsire.
Yeah, and maybe at the half the color change will bolster Mixup a little bit. But I am going to head and take a look at Shrugger again because I'm just dying to see him do the play. And with him, well, it's not going to do it. He's actually going to go up top, so I'm going to switch off him, take a look at the overall mid here. Zalox is going to take down Enigma, and actually the kills are going right to it. 3 down now for Team Mixup. The Squid's going to get a kill on Lansky, but it's all it.
Go to the Shrugger cam. Need that Shrugger cam right now. On the combo right now.
Going to Shrugger.
Donald the medic didn't get much done. Platinum threw down a few nice stickies, but Zalox did come in support. Platinum gonna eat the Ubersaw from Endust. I think there is still technically enough time for this to end. 3 up for Mixup. 20 seconds left. Cap is gonna go here. IT need to move this so quickly. Here comes the heavy for Enigma. They want to stay alive. They want to get this second half opportunity. Push is gonna come in through main right now. Banny has to run to point. 10 seconds. Gonna start the cap. Sticky's going off onto it. They need to flash Banny to keep up right now.
My God.
The heavy scout on the point. Zalox drops the Squid is down. Harblue's down. The round is taken with 4 seconds on the clock. Oh my God, IT with the brilliantly executed push. A minute and 2 seconds on the clock, and they take the game-deciding round.
Incredible play from it. all made possible by that Uber saw swing that Indus got there at second. If he didn't get that, if you guys don't know, the Uber saw, of course you should know, gives you 25% Uber with each landed swing. He got that. He was able to get his Uber up in time for them to push. There's literally no other way they do that. Banning with that Uber, using it to force himself onto the point. Then the Uber was chained onto Zalox, who hit a whole string of pipes, just laying the pipe down onto Mixup. And an excellent display, an excellent cap, under pressure, with time against them. And it will be going to the grand finals, just waiting to see who they play up from the upper bracket, lower bracket.
Instantly flashed over to the chat there to see what was going on. I see this huge string of like asterisks and swear words and oh my god, blah blah blah. And then I see one guy, meh. That's my thought too, guy, meh. One of the craziest pushes you'll ever see, meh. I could take it or leave it. Yeah, wow, that was really nice from IT. Huge performances out of Zalox and Sugar there all game long. We have the STV info for the next match. There was a 15-minute lunch break, apparently. So this is going to be what? Lost in Translation versus 6 Cuties? Is that the correct matchup that we're going to have?
I don't know, man. I'm like a kid on Christmas. I loaded the server. I'm like waiting to take the wrapping paper off of the Connect info to see what delicious, amazing gift I get.
Yeah, I think this is 6 Cuties versus Lost in Translation. People really want to see this match. The lunch break should be over, so this should be live pretty quick.
I didn't get a lunch break. Did you get a lunch break?
I took the lunch break in that like 5 minutes at the start of last break, dude. I went to town on some Chinese. I want to do that right now too.
Yeah.
Do we want to go to a commercial here? I'll just leave that up to our cameraman. So I guess we might be rejoining you in a few minutes for Lost in Translation for 6 Cuties. Thanks for being with us, guys.